This is going to be our third video. It's going to mostly be about fulfillment by Amazon. We haven't really did it. This is going to be our first shipment. The first video you kind of seen where we're going to actually store a lot of the stuff. A lot of that stuff is from before this adventure we're starting on, so it's going to be sold on eBay. We've been selling quite a lot of it, but this is going to be just for the shipment to Amazon. We're hopefully going to get all packed up tonight. It is like it's almost 2 a.m. at the moment, and by the time we make this video to try to ship it all up, it's going to be pretty late, but we're going to go ahead and try to do it. But I thought we'd kind of show you all the stuff we have. It might be like a two-part video. There's quite a lot of stuff, as you can see, and I'll try to just go through what we paid for it if I remember, and maybe some ranks and some prices. But this is one of the last things we just picked up. It's one of these things. I'm sure I don't know if anybody's seen some of this Mindflex dual stuff. They actually go for quite a bit of money on there, and I've seen a couple for like $2 at a thrift store. They weren't complete, but we ended up buying them. But this is the dual version, and I believe on Amazon it has like a 50,000 rank and like a 190 buy box. As you can see, it was $50 at clearance out at Walmart. It was just sitting there, and we actually ended up getting two of them. That box there is a little bit scruffed up. This box here is pretty much perfect. But 2 for $50 can't go wrong. Rank's a little high, but I believe 50,000 in toys isn't too bad, especially for a game like that. But we've seen some of these Playmation. Now, I know these been on sale a lot, but the Meyer by us on clearance was clearancing out for $17.49. They're originally $70. I think the ranks were still, they're under 100,000, and they're still going for, I don't remember, like 50 bucks on there. But I guess I should say this before this video. Don't take this as an advice video or anything. Like in our first video, kind of explained this is going to be our first shipment ever to Amazon, and we're not sure if all this stuff is going to work. This is more like a test. We got quite a bit more than we planned on sending out, but we thought, hey, if we're going to send out a package, we'll send it about this stuff and see what happens. But so don't take this as a go out and buy all this stuff because you're going to make money on it. We don't know if we're going to make money on it. It's just from the legitimate research we did, we think maybe we will. But yeah, we picked up 3 of those. This one says $34.99, but they were all the $17.50 double clearance out at that Meyer. We actually bought quite a bit. I think we have some more of that stuff downstairs. But then the same thing, the actual guys you use. I think it's like a Skylanders, like Amiibo type game thing where you set them and can use them and play them. But these will clearance out for $3.74. These are kind of the same thing. The ranks are right around 100,000, but they're still up for $12-13. We'll see what happens. We bought a few of them, and we've been buying some Monster Jam cars. I know some of these were ranked higher than others, but these are only like $3-4, and they're on there for upwards of 20, maybe not the specific one, but $15 to $20 on there with decent ranks. But this is something we thought we would try. This is more of an item that you'll easily find, right off the shelf. You pay retail for it to try to get some money off of. So we thought, hey, we'll try a lot of the Monster Jam things, and Captain America. Same car, just kind of. I think these were ranked a little bit better and might be worth a little bit more, upwards in the $20 range, if I remember right, but I'm not sure. We bought kind of a mishmash of these things. There's the Mohawk Warrior. I think he was one of the better ones too. But they scanned all right, so we thought, hey, we'll send them in. Like I said, we might be shooting ourselves in the foot by sending all this stuff in, but might as well, go out and try it. 3 more Captain Americas. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stack. I don't know if I get all this stuff stacked up. And here's some Marvel Hot Wheels cars. The Red Hulk. These cars too are kind of the same thing as those. They're only $3-4. They're buy boxed for, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 20. I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember. Ranks aren't too bad. They might be a little high. We haven't got the whole rank system down, which I don't think a lot of people have. But we'll see what happens. And these are kind of easy. Little Funko Pops, which a lot of them are kind of worth retail. This is the only available at Walmart. I found these hidden somewhere. I think somebody was stashing them and trying to get them. But this is like 20 to 30,000 rank, I believe, when I looked it up. And they're going for, I think, buy box is $24, and they're $9. Picked up what, 1, 2, I think we got a third one, but I'm not sure where that one ended up at. But on the same line as that Monster Jam stuff, here's the Captain America Spider-Man double pack. And for some reason these ranks and prices kind of are slipping my mind. They were definitely more than a single car, obviously. I think they were more like, yeah, they're more like an $8-9 thing.
Into 20.
Yeah, I believe they were 22. I think those were around 100,000. A lot of these Monster Jams were around 100,000. They didn't have the greatest rank, but they were readily available, and we thought, let's try something you can easily buy off the shelf and see if we can actually make money. And here's another one from that. We found those Mindflex games. It's Shell Razor, I don't know, assault vehicle. There you go. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles assault vehicle. These things, I believe, I don't know if they don't make them no more. I do believe it's an older toy from like 2013 or so. But some of the guys who've been watching on YouTube and Periscope have said to pick these up no matter what, where you find them at, because they retail for 30, but you can sell them for they're 60 on Amazon, and they buy a box at 60. Like, and the rank is like 10,000 or 11,000, and the price tag on there said it was 30, and we knew that we've seen somebody get them clearanced out for 10, so we went and checked it in our price scanner, and it price scanned at 13. So we only paid 13 for these ones, even though they weren't exactly clearance. But we got two of them. I don't know where the other one went in the mess. We got the other one over there. There it is. There's the other one. So 13 for those into 60 with like a 10,000 rank. Those should sell pretty good. So that was a pretty good. There's that third Star Wars Funko Pop guy. And this is that it seemed like that Walmart we just hit at was had a bunch of old toys, must be, in the stock that they just started putting out and clearancing them out or just trying to sell them. Because here's Lego sets, and it didn't have a price below it, but I seen it had Darth Maul in it, so I was like, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I know that's like an older character they're promoting. So like, why? I wonder what that's gonna scan at. And my brother said, don't scan it because we're gonna end up buying it probably. And we scanned it, and it was like $78 Lego set. What was the buy box with like the same like 10 to 11,000 rank? Maybe it was 15,000. It was definitely under 20,000. And the price scanned it at $40. And I know a lot of these Legos, and we ended up getting 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. And I know these don't have the greatest profit margins. 40 into 70 minus all the fees and stuff, you might make 20, 25, I don't know, $25 maybe each, but they should sell fast, and I believe you don't get a lot of returns on Legos, so it should be turning into some easy money, especially on some older Lego sets that people won't readily be able to find. And I believe there was only like 10 or 11 sellers on that too. But then Blaze figures, I know these are very popular. These are under 1,000 rank on Amazon for most of the characters and even the new characters. And these are, if you're gonna buy them, you should buy them at Walmart. I don't remember the price at Target, but I know like at Meijer and other places they're like $6 but at Walmart they're like $3.88, $4.40, $3.88, yeah, something like that. But they're buy boxed at 12 to $14. So and they're ranked under 1,000. So when you send them in, they should just sell right away. It's not a very good profit margin, but it should be easy and be ready to flip. And some of this combined is thrift store stuff. Some of the stuff we'll probably send in. I know the games we're not going to send in, but here's another thrift store sign. I seen this and I pressed the buttons and sure enough, I don't know if the whole thing works. I don't know how it works, but I looked this up, and if you scan the barcode on Amazon, it brings up one that's $100. It's like a 30,000. Under 30,000 rank, and it was coming up to $100. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna get that. I noticed it was missing one of the little key or whatever guys. And I did a little bit more research. This is the one that's like 50 because the $100 one comes with a lot more of these little keys. But as you can see, it was $4, and it was half off at that Salvation Army. But now that I think about it, I think it was half off except for the orange tags. I don't remember, but still $4 for this thing. And I think just the what is that, like a morphin thing on eBay somewhere around 20. So that should easily be able to sell and get some. And World of Nintendo, we've picked up a few of these World of Nintendo guys, and we have sold a few of the more well-known ones that they always seem to have. As a curious dog kind of walks in the frame. But we have never seen any of these 3D ones or any of the Skull Kid. They're not 3D, 8-bit. Sorry. Well, I guess they're kind of 3D too. They're kind of popping out there. But the whole 8-bit, and we've got 2 of the Links, 3 of the Links, and one of these Skull Kids. The funny part is we could pick these up at Target, and there was one of these sitting on the shelf, and his head was broke. It was kind of like a little bobblehead one. We obviously kept that one there, but some World of Nintendo stuff. We tried it out. Like I said, we sold a few of the Links, but some Imaginext. We got a little bit of Imaginext stuff. These, I believe, yeah, these are the exclusive at Target ones. The Flash and Aquaman. These were, I think they were like what, like 7.18, yeah, like 6 or 7.18. I think these were again like $18, $19, and they're real low rank. Definitely under 80,000. I'd like to say it was under 50,000, but for something that's exclusive at Target, so which means it's not readily available for a lot of people. But so we went ahead and picked up 2 of those and went on them because why not? So it has a little bit of exclusivity. There we go. Here's another Imaginext, but this also came from the same place the Morphin thing came from, and it's a Superman playset. And I believe this is another one of those, because I believe that Morph that maybe they don't make no more. It's out of print, kind of like a lot of this stuff. This one here must be an older one too, but as you can see, has a $10 sticker. I don't remember if it was half off or not. It might have been half off. But this here was $10, and I believe it came up as, if I remember right, it was another like 60, anywhere from 40 to 60, probably more like a 40 to 50 type thing. But it had a real low rank also. So I'm trying to talk kind of fast to get through this. Don't want to make this thing too long. But had a real low rank and $10. If it was 5 or not. But and here's not really a much of a thrift haul, but it's from Target. As you can see, sometimes at Target you'll see these online items, or even as is, and usually they're really cheap. And even the video games will be like that. Sometimes the price will even be lower when you go actually check out, and there's nothing wrong with them. You know, online item means that I believe that someone ordered it online and never came and picked it up, so they can't resell it like in their stock, so they really get a low price on them. Same as is. As you can see, this is Dr. Dre Compton, and it's like a new CD, brand new and sealed. As you can see, they charge $13, and it was $3.16. As far as being on Amazon, you know, the rank was good. You're only going to get like 16, so the profit margin might be real low on this, but it should be an easy sell. If not, I can just unwrap it and bang it in the truck. I don't know. And at Meier's been clearancing out these games. We've noticed from the ones around us. I've had these same games, but they haven't been 75% off. They've always been like 50 or 25%. And some of these I'm going to show you, I think we did actually buy at 50% off. And we've actually sold some and made some, but when we've seen that this one had them at 75% off, we're like, well, we're going to pick up a few more. But here's the PS Vita of $750, Silent Hill Book of Memories. A lot of these I don't remember the ranks and the prices. I believe the profit margin were pretty small on these, but the ranks were real good, and plus they're video games, so they're easy. You don't got to package them. You can just throw them and put a label on it. As you can,
under 5,000.
Yeah, and most of the ranks were under 5,000, so even if the profit margin wasn't that great, you're pretty much going to sell it. And as you can see, it says Gravity Rush for the sticker, so they're just like, oh, $750, whatever it was. So we got one Silent Hill Book of Memories, an Assassin's Creed Liberation, same $750 for the Vita. There's 3 FIFA 14s. This, I believe, might have been the highest buy box price out of all these games. Yeah, it was like $24. Still a good rank. Gravity Rush, $750. This is one of the games I think we bought 2 of them at a Meijer for $14.50. They had them for, and we've even sold one. I think it was like $36, $37, and then we just get them for $7.50. That's even. I think we even have one more still down there in that. And here's a Final Fantasy. I can't even really read that at the moment. Can't see it, but it's $7.50. 3DS. Final Fantasy, probably always popular. Not that I dropped it. Here's 3 Diablo 3s. I know this game's kind of getting a little old, and I believe they came up with the expansion for it, and it's on the console. But same thing, 75% off at $7.50, and it was ranked real good. It was definitely under 10,000 rank, and it was at least 20, 18, 19 bucks. So you'll get profit. It's easy. This one here was 75% off, but it's only 10. But it was still a real high rank at like 20 or 20. I don't. It was 20 or over, but it still should be, you know, low profit margin, but easy sell. Wipe out for the Wii U, 10 bucks. Same thing with the $10. We only bought these because of the low ranking, because they're video games, so they should. Here's a couple thrift store video game pickups here. Here's some Dead or Alive Paradise for the PSP. This was picked up at a Salvation Army, as you can tell, at a mature game at Salvation Army, I guess. But this wasn't behind the counter. It was on a yellow cart. And this, they do have 50% off, but I don't believe it's on new items. This specifically says new, and they have it taped shut. Because we were at an earlier Salvation Army, and I tried to get Oblivion for the 360, and it was sealed shut like this and said new. And they told me I couldn't get that one half off, but I got a few other games half off. So I didn't have high hopes of getting this for half off. I probably wouldn't have paid 10 for it. But when I went up to the lady and said, "Hey, this wasn't in your is it under the case? It was over on the cart. Is it still half off?" She goes, "What's it? Well, $10." She's like, "Yeah, it'll still be half off." So I said, "Well, I'll take it." And this here was going for, I believe it was the same thing as all the other games, 17, 18 bucks. This one isn't sealed. It's taped shut. But the disc was still in good condition and everything. Comes with a manual, so it should be alright. Here's Metroid Prime Echoes for the GameCube. This was actually purchased at a disc replay. It's not a thrift shop or anything. Well, I guess it's a thrift shop for DVDs and video games, but they mostly just do a lot of trade-ins of video games and stuff. A lot of times you can find good games still sitting on their shelves of stuff with prices that you can still make a little bit of money on. A lot of it you can't, but a lot of it you can, and this is one of them. We paid that's full price on that, $8. I don't remember.
I get about 18 out of that.
It's about an $18 game. You said you can get about 18 out of it. This was in good condition. It comes with the map, or not the map, the poster and the instructions. Actually, I'm just assuming that's a poster because it looks like one. And Mario Kart Double Dash, 30 bucks.
It's a $60 game.
Should be a 60, yeah. And easy, double your money. And you can see, hear that dog again. The dog wants in the action. You can see the stuff comes with a manual. So you're paying a lot of money for these, but they are worth a lot of money. So here's a few more. These were half off at that no, this was a different Salvation Army, but these were half off. $5, so I paid $2.50 for it. Aero Elite Combat Academy. This is one I was thinking about maybe not, but I don't even remember the rank or the price, but I know it was over $10. I probably won't lose money, but the disc was in good condition. It came with a manual, and it came with whatever else was under the manual, but it's complete. I never heard of it, but I was like, hey, half off, I'll pay $2.50. Soul Calibur 2, this was $2.50. This was kind of low. It ain't gonna be a very good profit margin, but it's a game. It was this was actually in almost perfect condition, and it comes with a manual, as you can see, almost perfect condition. And this one here has kind of a broken case, as you can see, but it's a Goosebumps Horrorland, brand new, sealed. This is like a $30 game. I'm not sure if it's a newer one or if it's an older one. But used, it wasn't too bad of a price either, but this was the same thing. It was $2.50. Case isn't going to be that hard to replace. Same thing with all of them. It came with the manual and the game, all both in like good condition, so we replaced the case. And The Sims, this is also a real good rank. Probably going to be sending that in. Might have to get a new case for that one too. But pretty sure, yep, game and disc, great condition. Now, it seemed like there's a lot of stuff we've sold so far on Amazon was a lot of games and stuff. So, but we'll see what else we got. I know this is getting kind of long, and I still got a whole basement full of stuff. But these were picked up at TJ Maxx. It's a Thriller lookalike character LED mood light, and they had Michael Jackson. They had Elvis. They had one Batman with a damaged box, and a few Breaking Bad guys, but these were purchased for $7. I believe it was $7. I don't think there was any other type of sale, and these were somewhat of a risk item. I don't even remember if they were on Amazon. I assume they probably were, but I know we was looking at maybe eBay in these. So there's some eBay prices that were all over the place, but we figured a Michael Jackson little thing for $7. I believe we got what, 1, 2, 3. Got 3 of them. So that was kind of a risk item. We thought, hey, we'll go ahead and try it out. I think dog's still wants in on the action. And skull lamp. This is the same thing as TJ Maxx. So there's the price. So it was $3. I believe when I scanned it, it came up with a different kind of skull lamp thing that was like $30, and it wasn't the same box. So I don't think this is the same thing. I don't believe I actually ended up finding how much this is actually worth, but I figured that's a pink battery powered skull lamp for $3. Can't do any worse than $3. So I thought, man, we might make a little bit on it. But here's some more thrift store stuff. Family Feud and package. It has a broke corner. I know these games, before I even thought about I'd be trying to resell them out, I've seen these at random thrift stores, and I knew they weren't worth a lot, just kind of loose. Like you'll see Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, all that kind of stuff. And but this is new in package, other than that broken corner, and it was only $4, I think. Even though it says .399 plus tax, I believe it was $4. So I thought, hey, it's in package. We'll put it kind of high, see what happens. If it wasn't in package, it definitely wouldn't have been a purchase, but it's in the package, incomplete. Here's one of these Turbo Twist spelling. I think they have like addition ones and math ones, but it works. It was 99 cents. I believe these, you can eBay them for around 10, maybe a little under $10. But it's another one of those, not like a high profit item, but it works. It was $1. If anything, it'd make a nice little Christmas present or so. And here's Final Fantasy IX. I don't believe it's one of the less popular Final Fantasies. You can see the case is a little broke. This we picked up at all this stuff was picked up not kind of local. It's more like about a 2-hour drive that we got. We were visiting some family, so they kind of went with us, and we kind of hit up all the stores down there. And this was one of the newer thrift stores they have down there. They didn't really have a lot, but this was sitting on the shelf. And the other stuff didn't have any prices. The DVDs had no prices. The VHS had no prices. So we went up and asked. The lady at the counter didn't know. She asked somebody else, and he was like, I don't even remember. I think he said $5 or $2 or something.
$2.
It was $2. The discs were it comes with all the discs. Discs were in good condition. I don't believe it came with a manual, but all the discs are in good condition, and it's I believe it's like a $20 game, maybe a little under $20, complete used like that. So we thought we'd pick it up. And here's a real bad package of a Fisher Price Kid Tough digital camera. And we scanned this. It says Walmart was $50. Who knows how old this is? But I believe on Amazon it has a lower rank. It's in like under 20,000 maybe, and it goes for $50-$60. As you can see, the price tag there is pink, and it was halfway ripped off, and it had like 2 or 3 different numbers on it. The lady said $5. She said give it to us for $5. So even though the package is not usable really, but as long as the camera works, should be should go for $30-$40, maybe even a little bit more. And here's something that was this was half off also, but just because it's a new in box, it was $3.15 plus half off. It's a Tiger Electronics. It's not worth a whole lot. It's not rare or anything, I don't believe. I believe we only looked it up on eBay. I don't think we Amazon scanned this. But for a new in package, for like $1.65, whatever that is, $1.55. Why not? Here's okay. Star Trek Betamax. Now I didn't even know you see the package is kind of damaged. It has something spilt on it. But this wasn't really like a great find either. It was mixed in with the VHS, because I'll show you why here in a little bit. Maybe if I have, I don't look like we have any up here. I don't know what I did with them, but yeah, we do. There's a couple of them right there. But I seen it. I was like, what is that? It's like a small tape. Like I knew what a Betamax is, but I never actually seen one before. I was like, it's a real small tape. I was like, what is it? I opened it, and I seen how it says Max. I don't know what it says. I don't want to drop it, but it says Max or something. I was like, I think it's a Betamax. I was like, Star Trek, so I looked it up. I believe on Amazon, it was like, I don't remember if it was new or not, but it was somewhere in like $15 to $20, or maybe it was like 15 to 10. It was something, But I was like, it's used, it's Betamax, it's Star Trek. I was like, I'll buy it just to have it. It was only 25 cents, I believe. And here's a VHS. This was at a church thrift store. It's not like St. Francis. I believe it's something else. But it had this note taped on there, and I don't know if the thrift store did it or if someone was trying to sell it. But this is my favorite of all the pre-'80s Godzilla movies. I don't believe it's actually going for a lot on Amazon or really eBay or anything, but I believe this was only 25 cents, and just because I had that note on there, I was like, okay, I'll take it, whatever. Somebody obviously enjoyed it, so I thought maybe I would too. And here's another Betamax that we got. The box is it's wrinkled, but Sean Connery and James Bond, Never Say Never. But this is like a clamshell case that has a Betamax in there, and this is worth less than the Star Trek, I believe. I think this is actually almost worthless, but for 25 cents, and it's a Betamax. If not, if I don't actually want it or want to get rid of it or something, I can always just redonate it. Now this here got smashed a little bit somehow, but the package was in a little bit better condition when we first bought it. But it's a Beyblade. I remember seeing something when I was going through YouTube videos about Beyblades, but it's a Beyblade Magnacore, and the package wasn't that bad. It looks like it got smashed probably under the weight of all this stuff, but it was $3. Amazon, I believe there was no sellers, and it has a high rank. But on eBay, one of these sold like this in package for, it was like $50, buy it now or something like that. And I don't think there's any other sellers of this at the moment. So I believe I could put it up for, $40-50, and for my $3, I believe that should sell actually pretty fast, just because there's not very many sellers on there. But here's something I thought we'd just try out. It's in the box, has instructions. It's a telephone amplifier for people with hard of hearing, and I believe this is also an eBay item we're kind of looking up, because it came from the thrift store. So the box has been open, but it looks brand new in there. And this is another one where eBay auctions kind of jump all over the place. I think there was like a couple that went for like 30, a couple that went for like 10, but for $3 for it being brand new and having the instructions, if anything, I'll just set it high and let it sit for a bit, and if it doesn't sell, then it doesn't sell. And here's some ties. These had prices they were like $4, $3. So we asked them, we're like, what's the price of these ties? I believe they gave it to us $3.15, but it was half off, so for each one. But they're in packages, Stephen Harris handmade, some hockey. Oh, the other ones were this hockey, some like star looking things, and a couple more hockey ones, but they were half off. That one there says $11, but didn't pay that. Paid the same price for all of them, like $1.50, $1.60. And that's why we got the Betamax. I've been getting Barney videos. We actually sold one of the Barney videos. It was a double set, but we sold it for it was like $15, $16 like total, with free shipping, and paid a quarter for it. So I thought I'm gonna start picking up Barney videos. If you look on there, the values of these are actually kind of pretty high, especially for a VHS. And the rankings are really good. If you ever scanned VHS, you'll see rankings, 600,000, a million, 900,000. These are 100,000 or under, even with the boxes kind of ripped like that. And you only pay under a quarter. You never pay anything more than a quarter for these. But they were kind of the lesser ones. But I picked up two of the Waitik for Santa at that same thrift store. It's weird. That's the only Barney video they had, but they had two of the same one. So that was kind of weird. And then Barney Live in New York has a little bit of writing on it. This one here on Amazon, I believe it's like $16, $17 used, and there's like 5 or 6 sellers. So I haven't sold one of these, but I'm working on it. I believe I got a few of those picked up too. But I believe that's going to be it for that little. Here's just part. All this is an FBA, like some of these videos. Actually, pretty much all this stuff's going to be FBA, minus the damage and package stuff, and probably the VHS and those videos. But it's going to be part of our first shipment. And down in the basement, we got a few more bags and stuff that it will show off. It'll be part 2. This video has already been going on for 29 minutes. This is going to be a half hour, so I hope we don't bore you too much, but it'll give you a little insight of us giving it our first FBA shipment. We'll make sure we give you guys updates for when they receive it and some updates on what actually sells and some profit made. But for now, I'm going to end it and probably start doing the stuff downstairs and getting this stuff shipped. So later.